Wait, I get to shoot Gandalf in the snow? Yes, please. Hey folks, I'm out here in sunny North Carolina. Okay, snowy North Carolina. We get about 1 or 2 snows a year here, and today is that day. So I am out trying to be as creative as possible using up this snow. I know a lot of northerners kind of say, snow, I don't want it anymore, I'm so sick of it. Which is true if you have it for 5 or 6 months of the year. But if you only have it for one day, it's amazing. And I'm gonna be out here enjoying the snow and seeing what creative things I can come up with. I only have a couple ideas, but you know, who knows? This will only last for a couple hours, so we'll see what happens. Of course, the most important piece of equipment is Mr. Coffee, because it's cold out here, eh? So let's talk my first photo, which is Gandalf, kind of inspired from that scene in Lord of the Rings where he's going over the mountain pass and he's trying to struggle through all the snow being kicked up by Saruman. You know the one. You know the one. I have a camera set up on my new three-legged thing Corey tripod, and I have the Gandalf over here and a Lume Cube panel on a gooseneck and a platypod. So I'm just going to take some shots close in and then some shots far behind. I actually recorded all of this before, but then my GoPro decided to die, so I'm kind of playing catch up. So you can see how the snow is building up on Gandalf there, and I have a secret weapon, which is this board right here. And this board here, if I wave it, should make a move, although the wind picked up, so maybe I can just get natural wind. Let's see what's going on. One of the tips I have for you is you should store your toys outside a little while before you actually want to shoot. The reason why is we normally store our toys inside where it's nice and warm. So when you bring them outside, they still have all that residual heat from the house. And if you put them out in the snow, all that snow melts instead of sitting on top, which is probably what you really want. Otherwise, you just get wet toys with water droplets on it, and that ruins the illusion of being outside in winter. So what I tend to do is when I know I'm going to be shooting outside is I take my toys and I just stick them somewhere outside for half an hour to an hour beforehand, and that way it loses all the residual heat and acclimatizes to the actual temperatures outside, so when the snow lands on them, they actually land as snow and not as hot objects. So, tip! So I'm going to try to get a couple more shots here. I have this scene set up. So I have Gandalf set up, trudging through the snow, and then over here I have my camera on a tripod with a long lens and a ND filter. I'm hoping to get a long exposure shot of Gandalf, maybe with the wind blowing his hair and kind of fuzzing it out, but keeping the main part of him steady. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but there's a little bit of wind, so maybe. It's hard to say, but we'll give it a try. And it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But if it does work out, great! So after lunch I came out and got Wally here holding a little snowball and being all curious about it. So that's going to be one shot. Another shot is this little AT-AT here. It's a Bondi model kit that I put together a couple years ago. And he'll be walking in the snow. When I get a low angle like this, it's just going to be looking like he's walking through a snowy Hoth-like planet. So as for myself for these two shots, I put on my long lens. Ooh, this is a 70 to 300 millimeter lens, so it'll be able to get me far back and nice up and close, which can allow me to control the backgrounds much better and really focus in on the figures themselves. So one of the problems I'm noticing with the AT-AT shot is if I shoot from below up to give it that kind of towering presence, I get the trees in the background, and that's not really pleasing to me. So I'm going to try to move my rig over there behind me to my side yard, because there's a nice hill that will be covered in snow that'll give me a nice background. So hopefully I'll be able to get down low and shoot up and still have just white in the background, which is really what I'm going for right now. So I'm going to give that a try. So most of the snow that's going to fall has already fallen, so I'm not going to get that snowfall effect anymore, and it's not supposed to go above 0 for the night, so most of the snow will be here tomorrow. So I can try some non-falling snow shots tomorrow when it's a little bit warmer. So I am going to call it a day and grab myself a hot beverage and get into Photoshop and edit some of these photos. I'll leave you with a slideshow of the photos that I took today, and if you like what you see here, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.